I didn't plan to stream this morning because it sounded like there wasn't a vote going to happen or anything like that. I thought, okay, I can make a normal video during the morning. But no, this had to happen. What is up, people of the internet? It is me, Real American, back again with another stream. And yep, you can see from the title, very sad day. F's in the chat. As of now, Jim Jordan has effectively dropped out of the speakership election. Now, let me be clear. This doesn't mean that he can't still become speaker. I'm just saying that right now, he will not hold another vote. He has all but dropped out until whenever there's a possibility of another vote. And it sounds like he supports the McHenry being the temporary speaker. And it seems like there's a lot of Republicans that are opposed to it. Alright. Now, before we continue with today's stream, I hope you enjoy these type of streams. If you do, smash the like button down below, subscribe, share with your friends, hit that little bell, follow the social media accounts in the description down below, and of course, join the channel today. Guys, just for $1 a month, you can join Real American. This is the best way to support the daily content that we all know and love. So I hope and recommend you join the channel today. And like usual, if you have any questions, concerns, whatever that you want answered from me, best ways to get them answered as well, send a super chat via the chat. Again, I'll try to read chat, but if you want to support the content, all that stuff, I recommend it. So help support the content and get your question potentially answered, or will get answered. Now again, Jim Jordan has effectively dropped out. Technically, it's, oh, he's going to run again in January, but if we ever get to that point. But here's the thing. Right now, he has stepped aside and he is supporting a resolution to make McHenry the interim speaker, like an actual one. He actually gets powers. And I was always, kind of in support of saying, look, if we can't get something, make McHenry the speaker for a week or something. Well, they want to make this till January. I don't get it. I don't get why you would want to have this till January. That's 2 months. Again, that's not what we support. Yeah, that's not what I want to support. I said, okay, a week or 2. Maybe more. But 2 months? And just like several congressmen have said, let me bring up Jim Banks' tweet. He brought up an excellent point about, hey, this is some garbage precedent we're setting. Let me pull it up. Banks, who has a really good statement on it. Let me find it. Okay. This is what Jim Banks had to say about this entire situation. It's a good point because apparently there's more to this than just, oh, the Republicans support it. Jim Banks, the American people gave us the majority, and we're about to hand it over to Democrats. I won't go along with it. He's true. Yeah, I mean, he's telling the truth about it. Because apparently, this has the blessing of the Democrats. I don't know for certain, but apparently they're getting behind it. Because it sounds like Don Bacon's now openly admitting, oh yeah, I've been negotiating with Democrats for several weeks now on a consensus speaker, right? But I've refused to work with my own colleagues in the GOP. I mean, this is unbelievable what's about to happen, if it ever happens. Let's see here. Aussie got X for 5. Hey mate, serious question here. Australian dollars, I have to assume. Hey mate, serious question here. Chris Christie for speaker. Dude is based out of his mind. Jesus is kidding. No, not Christie for speaker. No. Sadly, as I suspected, Jordan Spaghetti spine. Well, I think he's doing this as a strategic play. I think it's going to expose a lot of people for complete asshats for who they are. That's what I think he's trying to do. He's trying to be on the nice side with some of these people, but it sounds like a lot of people are saying they're sticking with Jordan no matter what. And I believe I have something. Yeah, I do got a map of those opposed to the garbage resolution. Because apparently it's not like, you know, good. Alright. So, let me just pull it up. Yeah, here it is. Okay. This is again from Mr. Republican on Twitter. Again, go follow him. He's a great guy. He's done a great job with these maps for the past week or so. Right here. This is the current state of affairs for the McHenry stuff. Apparently already 12 Republicans have said, F you, we're not supporting McHenry for Speaker. I mean, at that point in time, you need Democrats. And that's the problem a lot of people have with this. Nobody wanted this. All right? The majority of the GOP conference didn't want it. And these assholes are still going along with it, apparently. Apparently it's a majority that they need of Democrats. Whatever happened to the majority of the majority? These people complain, we need to bring up we have to listen to the conference. But not when it comes to Jim Jordan. But we gotta suddenly ignore the conference when it comes to this McHenry stuff. Because apparently, they're not supporting it. We already got 12 saying, F you, we're not supporting it. I mean, this entire situation is absolutely pathetic. Funny that the people who voted against him seem to think this won't get them primaried. Yeah, they're so out of touch, they think, oh, those peasants, they're gonna vote for me because I have an R next to my name. Well, let's see how that goes with, like, Ken Buck, if he does run again. But, I mean, how can people just look at this map and say, yes, this is a good sign? And what is the problem with electing a quote-unquote bipartisan speaker? Because Democrats would have never proposed this. They could have had it could have been 217, and like one vacancy. The Democrats technically had the majority. They would never, even if it was split 50-50, they would never even talk to Republicans about a bipartisan speaker. That's what I'm saying, everybody. These people are hypocrites. The Democrats would never do this if they were in our situation. Well, they would never be in the situation because they all think the same. Except a couple, kind of, but still. I mean, you would never see the Democrats propose this. Kevin Herner is against McHenry. David Joyce is for McHenry. Okay. Yes, please primary all the moderates and some MAGA extreme. You're telling me a moderate in Steve Womack's seat's gonna be a competitive thing? What the hell are you talking about? The only ones that supported or opposed Jordan, only like 3 of them came from Biden seats. Basically, all of them came from deep Trump seats. That's the problem that people have with it. There's a couple, like 3 or 4, I think, that opposed Jordan that were in Democrat seats. 4 or 5, I think. I forgot. But that's like, what? A quarter? The rest came from, like, Arkansas. What does that tell you? Let's see here. It's impossible to get a tie with the House with no vacancies. Well, I said there was a vacancy. I just said there was theoretically a tie. They would never do it. They would never, ever make a deal with Republicans. They essentially give up power. I mean, that's the big problem here. Let's see. The moment they chose not to vote for Jordan, they gave us a list of who to get rid of. Well, that's part of the list, but 9 of the 13 Republicans who supported McCarthy or Scalise on the first ballot are in safe red seats. Yeah. Let's see. Too many Trump derangement syndrome rhinos. Well, that's something that a lot of people are starting to bring up. Like, what if you get behind Trump as speaker? Force these same idiots to vote against him. Wait, did the entire Arkansas delegation vote against Jordan? No, but there are a couple that did. That's the problem. It's like, they're one of the reddest states in the country, and you're making a big deal about it. Like, oh, we gotta be moderate, we gotta be consensus to save ourselves. To everyone who says we'll lose seats will be primary moderates, please explain how we'll lose seats in Arkansas, North Carolina, Georgia, Kentucky, Iowa, etc., etc. Yeah. I mean, Georgia, those seats are like deep red. All the Republican seats. Same thing in North Carolina. Now with the new maps? Well, what did McCarthy do as speaker? He gave Democrats everything they wanted. They backstabbed the conference when it came to the continuing resolution. It was garbage. What are the reasons for opposing Jordan? There actually is a tweet about this. Warren Davidson, he exposed what's really going on here about the what's going on in the conference. He exposed what the grievances are against Jim Jordan, at least the majority of them. I cannot believe this is real. Some of the grievances from folks not yet supporting Jim Jordan. Matt Gaetz and 7 others caused chaos with motion to vacate, fire McCarthy. Those 8 must own the chaos and cannot be rewarded by making Jim speaker. If Matt Gaetz is rewarded, he will have tons of support in Florida's 2026 governor election. The 8 support Jim Jordan, so others shouldn't. Some of the Jim Jordan supporters wouldn't support Steve, so others shouldn't support Jordan. None of these are actual objections to Jim Jordan, but they have the same effect. Moreover, they're hurting the House GOP, the GOP, and indeed the American people. Some wounds take more time to heal. Let's make sure we can do the work. Let's make sure we do the work to heal. I mean, this is what they're using as reasons to oppose Jim Jordan. No policy reasons. Just, we don't want to support Matt Gaetz. No. My God. Well, I mean, I just don't get it. I don't get how this is real. Where, I don't know, people. Don't know. Petty. Yeah. This is absolutely just pettiness. Oh, it's good reasoning. How's it good reasoning? Jim Jordan was behind McCarthy the entire time. And he got behind Scalise when he lost. Why take it on Jim Jordan? What did he do? I mean, there's so many morons in the GOP. Most of them are Congress, but there's some in the quote-unquote voters that's not really, they probably never voted Republican, but they claim to be long-time Republicans. McCarthy did a great job because he did bipartisanship. Oh, man. Does this impact the elections in a couple of weeks? I don't know. Just to be honest, I don't really know if it will. They have to be held accountable, punishing everybody by having no speaker. Yeah, that's in essentially what's happening here. Just go on what is happening. So what is happening is, I'm going to pull up an article. Let me just do that. Is Jim Jordan has, he's still technically in the race, but it's hard to explain. So, but essentially, they're trying to get McHenry as a temporary speaker, and apparently the GOP conference is telling them to go F themselves. All right here. Jim Jordan will back empowering interim speaker Patrick McHenry temporarily. In a surprise move, Jim Jordan will back a plan to temporarily empower interim speaker McHenry until January, according to 3 sources, allowing legislative business to continue in the face of 2 wars and a looming government shutdown. So, he is making deals, I think. Hopefully this is a sign of good news. Let's see. Yeah, bipartisanship. When did Pelosi did when she was in the speakership? When did she ever do bipartisanship? When did she ever go to the Republicans, ask them for support for something? Or, oh, we need to completely change the bill and give Republicans everything they want. Tell me a time she did that. In 4 years. Bipartisanship, my ass. Only Republicans are dumb enough to still use bipartisanship. And most of the time, the bipartisanship, it's not even for good things. It's for, we gotta send $500 billion more to Ukraine, but we gotta cut the spending. Temporary will become permanent. This is how it's always worked. Yeah. It's gonna suddenly be, oh, we need him for another month. And then another one. And another one. Let's see. Maybe after talking to the other voters behind closed doors, realized he couldn't win. I don't know. Come on, Pelosi's a very moderate Democrat. What bipartisanship? Name one. Name one policy, initiative, something. Name one that she went to Republicans to get their support for. Democrats have gotten, every time it's bipartisanship, Democrats have gotten everything they wanted. Republicans get nothing. These are the idiots running the GOP, mind you. Yeah, the neocons, these clowns, you know, they run the GOP, and there's a lot of them out there, but it's like, there's 2% of the party. They think they're pot shit, but it's like, no. I have to admit, I envy the Democrats. It'd be one if what they stood was for wasn't so horrible. Yeah, they may be evil, but they are a well-oiled machine. Yeah. They get anything they want. They're just, screw, we're getting everything. Okay. Average LTE viewer comment. Yeah, I mean, Pelosi's a moderate. You freaking kidding me right now with this? I don't get it, chat. Just doesn't make much sense, does it? Did Matt Gaetz go to work? What? Let's see. And all the DeSantis people are out today. Fun. They're on Twitter, like usual, saying, "Oh, we told you so." Even though it's... I don't get it. I don't know, people. Other de-evolved countries are laughing how extremely are right on the right. Name one policy Republicans are extreme over on. Name one. Name one policy that is considered extreme. Like, actual policy. Just name one. Gay marriage, the majority of them support it now. Immigration, go to any right-wing European party, they're to the right of the GOP. Even some left-wing parties are to the right of the GOP on immigration. Let's see here. Maryland, Dagoty 83 for 2. Is there any hope for Jordan? There is hope, but it's just unlikely. Republicans are all fakes, yeah. Abortion. Go to Poland. Look at that one. That's a very extreme example. Guns, abortion, LGBT. Go to any country in Europe. Go ask them what they think about those issues. I mean, this is absolutely ridiculous. Some people are dumb enough to believe Republicans are far right and LGBT right. Really? Look at Poland. Look at Germany. Look at all those parties. Yeah, I'm sure the Republican Party is far right on it. Whatever. Yeah, it's times like this that really makes you wish Trump would form a third party. And right in Poland got ousted. Yeah, that coalition's not gonna last long, though. It's not. Good luck with that one. And we do got a new map on the McHenry stuff. And, oh boy. This was the dumbest thing what the hell is GOP leadership doing? PS literally lost. Okay. It's one election. That doesn't mean they're not farther right. Your entire argument is, oh, the Republican Party's far right. Minority rights? What the hell are you talking about? So, I'm thinking about trying to network an anti-immigration, protectionist, populist alternative party to the GOP. Well, I would just say try taking over the GOP. Why are these rhinos winning R plus 30 seats? Because they got all the money in the world. You know, they get infinite amount of money from the GOP leadership and they win. So, PS finished last among young voters. That's bullshit. I could already tell. Poland exit polls. I can already tell that it's complete baloney. Because in Europe, the youth is usually more right wing, but Poland is a little bit different. But oh, they actually did take last. Wow. But even the funny enough, you forgot to mention the most conservative party in Poland is the Confederation, and they took second with 18 to 29 years olds. So your entire argument's dumb. And you also forget back in 2019, they actually, 1829, went to Law and Justice. Remember Holly, let's see here. DB for 5, what are your thoughts in Scandinavian countries like Denmark and Norway? And explain your reasoning. Do you support their socialist policy, etc.? Well, a lot of people always get, like, tripped up on, like, Denmark, Norway, and Sweden. They're not really socialist. They're not. You know, it's more social democrat. Like, yeah, there's some, like, more government intervention and stuff, but I think doesn't Sweden have the privatized pension system? I think. Yeah, I think Sweden has a privatized system, so it's like, that kind of defeats the whole purpose, but yeah, I think that, you know, a lot of their countries, those policies work in, say, Sweden and Denmark, but I don't think it would work here in America. Privatized stuff, maybe, but yeah. Neocons, when we primary safe our moderates and the seat doesn't go blue. Surprise Pikachu face. Let's see. Scandinavia is not socialist. Yeah, Scandinavia is not socialist. They're more like, they have government intervention more, but it's not socialist. I never get what who started that theory that the Scandinavia is socialist because they have expanded welfare. That's considered socialist. We have a schizophrenic LT subscriber here. Yeah. The left-wing opposition poll is more broad than that. Yeah, I mean, the furthest left party took dead last. Or I think did Confederation beat them? I don't know, but either way, the Poland elections, it's like you had a center-right party in the coalition. They got a good chunk of the vote, the youth vote. So this theory that, oh, it's everything. Because if you combine Third Way, the right wing, well, because Third Way is just center right. They are. I believe they are center right if I'm not mistaken. If they are, that would mean the right would have a majority of the youth vote. So what the hell are you even talking about? Or close to it. Wait, how long is McHenry going to be interim speaker? Supposedly like 2 months, if it ever happens. Scandinavia is very progressive. Some of the most... Look at Denmark's immigration policy. I don't think that's a progressive country. Third way is very centrist. No, it's center-right. Most of them are socially conservative. I don't know what you're talking about. Norway's a center-left government, yeah. Rap, when's the next vote? We don't know. It may happen today. It may happen next week. It may happen never. Miss Republican updated their map. They did? Okay. Again, go follow him. He's a great guy. Oh my god. This may backfire worse than the Jordan stuff. Even Donald Tusk is center right. Whatever. At least you're an idiot. I don't get it. You're dumb. Yeah, so the anti-McHenry group is already double the McHenry people. This was a massive blunder, I think. Who would have thought, oh yeah, we're going to work with Democrats, get an interim speaker. I'm sure that's going to be very well liked. Oh, man. Again, when I say Scandinavia, yeah, economically it is more to the left, but that doesn't mean it's progressive. Will you do a stream on the presidential election in Argentina? Nah. I hope the Libertarian wins, but... Mademocracy. But yeah, so already 18 Republicans are against McHenry. And this is just out of 26. Or out of how many? Yeah. At this point in time, if the current percent keeps up, they need basically like 60, 70% of Democrats. I don't know. What did I miss? So they are trying to push McHenry as the interim speaker, but it's backfiring. These maroons, they didn't even ask about the McHenry people. They just said, oh, we need it. Are you streaming Daniel Cameron? Andy Bashir debate? Cameron was good. I don't know. Wait, so McHenry isn't going to be speaker either. There's a good chance. There is a possibility, but it's not looking strong for him. Jordan pussed out. I don't think so. Will you make a video on primary challengers of those Republicans opposing Jordan? Yes, that was the plan. I did have a video I was about to make about, like, O'Shea against Granger, but no. I had to frickin' make this stream. Will you do a stream when the next Canadian elections happen? Yeah, I will. It's time for Speaker Santos, yeah. Left-wing economics with strict border controls completely different from Democrats, yeah. I mean, yeah, there are some progressive elements in Scandinavia. I'm not denying that. I'm just saying that it's ludicrous to say, oh yeah, they're just a socialist paradise and stuff. It's like, it's not. O'Shea's base, he's endorsed by the Patriot contract. He is. We just have no speaker for the next month, lol. Yeah, so that is a possibility. I mean, if that happens, I mean, I'm gonna laugh if this backfires on the anti-Jordan people. I'm thinking Mike Pence for speaker. He is a strong, little patriotic. No, not Mike Pence. Not his brother either. Let's see. Left economic and right-wing culture is based. Left economic, no. It's more pragmatic, I would say. That's where I'm on economics. I'm pragmatic. Because it's not like, you know, social issues where it's like, yeah, you could tell easily what you're going to be. But economics, it's way different. Way different. Why does the House need a speaker to pass bills? Because the speaker is the one that actually brings votes to the floor. It sounds like these that make me wish Trump would form a third party. Yeah, but, I mean, it's better just take over the party, but... Yeah. It's times like these, yeah, we read that. Did you know that in Sweden that if only high schoolers got to vote, the right-wing coalition would win by 24? I mean, yeah. It's a bizarre thing. I never understood that. Like, the youth in most parts of Europe, they're to the right. They're, like, right-wing. Can somebody explain that to me? I never really understood that, why that's the case. Like, I'm not one of those people on Twitter to pretend, oh, I know everything about European politics. Like, oh, because I looked at it for a day. You know? If we don't have any speaker at all when the budget bill expires, what will that mean? A default? No, I just think a shutdown. Because we had the debt ceiling stuff back in, was it, May? Yeah. So, yeah. For those who think MAGA should just abandon the Republican Party, there's one problem. Most Republican base supports MAGA, so if we are the majority, why should we go out? Get out. Yeah, we gotta take over the party. That's the big thing. But... the reason for youth in Europe being right-wing is because they are revolting against the modern liberal world. Europe is one generation ahead of us. Gen Alpha will be like them. I can explain, all the old boomers in Sweden live in their nice houses separated from migrants. Us youth live with filth every day, and they hurt us often. That's a fair point. Like, if you're getting, like, mugged on the street, it's like, yeah, you're probably... Unless you're a Democrat, you're probably gonna be against it. Let's see. Honestly, the only truest moving to the left countries in Europe are Ireland and Spain. Yeah, kind of. If the Republicans abandon Trump, they never win an election again. Yeah, if they, like, screw him over in the nomination. Yeah, not good. Sam Madsen for 5. What caused America to be even more socially progressive than Western European countries that are even more secular than us? You know, I think it has to come down to, you know, a lot of those Western European countries, they had to deal with communism for, what, 40 years? And I think it woke up a lot of people to the idea of, like, we need socialism. It's like, yeah, no. Our countries went to shit with those losers. So, yeah, I think that the communist stuff definitely played an impact. But also, America's always been a bit more libertarian. You know, even during when we, you know, the Founding Fathers, they were more libertarian than a lot more of the European world at the time. Germany's moving to the right. Yeah, isn't AFD in first now? And now they're trying to get them banned. I mean, it's unbelievable. It's like, oh, now we have to get him banned. Do you like Saw? Yeah. AFD is first among young voters. It's because Christianity, true. AFD is not first. I thought they were. Whatever. They're probably like 0.1 off, and you're like, oh no, they're not first place. Let's see here. Vox have been gaining more seats in state level elections for the past few elections. Yeah, but I swear, isn't Spain moving left? I don't know. The 2020 election literally had the highest turnout since, I believe, 1896, and Trump came within 42,000 votes of being president. He single-handedly made us viable in high turnout elections. Yeah, that's a thing a lot of people, excuse me, people are forgetting about. Historically, when it was a high turnout election, Democrats killed Republicans. I mean, look at 2010 to 2012 and 2008. 2008, high turnout. 2012, high turnout. Democrats crushed Republicans. 2010, 10 people voted. Republicans won in a landslide. The coalitions are changing. People are finally starting to understand this. Even Wasserman, he said it. These low turnout elections, there's a good chance are because, hey, the coalition have changed that much where lower turnout could theoretically help Democrats. Draft George Bush move is gain steam with the Democrat. No, that better be fake. That better be fake. I kind of hope that some Democrats do that. Support Bush or something crazy like that. Dems are floating Bill Clinton as a unity speaker. Bro. Trump lost by 5 in 2020. That sounds pretty bad. In the highest turnout election ever with a pandemic. Global pandemic. Usually, you know, if that was the turnout in 2008, McCain would have lost by 15. You're just ignoring that. I mean, he would have got killed like 15 to 20 points if the turnout was the same as it was in 2020 and 2008. And plus, popular vote doesn't matter. Trump was 1% away from winning the election. Who cares about popular vote? What's your favorite movie to watch during Halloween? I don't really have one. Just like kind of whatever the flow is. That's my opinion, you know. Trump didn't lose the 2020 election. I'm not going to say that. Yeah, these people love the guy who lost us, Indiana. Republicans lost everything in 2020. They lost the Senate by a single seat, and they gained House seats when they were expected to lose them. Give me a break. You're just revising history. Real democracies care about popular vote. Name one. Name some elections. Name some countries that fully use popular vote. Only France is the only one I could think of. The rest, even then, that's with a runoff system, and that's completely different. Most of these elections, they don't use that crap. Hi, I'm from Sweden. I voted in the school election and voted for the right-wing coalition. I'm from one of the most left-leaning parts of Sweden. The reason for the youth in Sweden voting rights is probably because the left coalition has failed in immigration, law and order, and some climate actions. That could do it. Everyone in 2020 thought it was be a blue wave. Yeah, remember, Republicans were going to lose 16 Senate seats. They were going to lose 30 House seats. They were going to lose the presidency. They were not going to win the Montana governorship. Almost every developed country. Okay, Canada doesn't. They use first past the post system. They don't even have popular vote. United Kingdom, they don't do it. Poland, they kind of do, but it's a runoff system. It's a completely different circumstance. Many parliamentary countries have coalitions that did not win the popular vote. Are they not real democracies? Now, like, yeah, Canada. The conservatives, quote-unquote conservatives, they won the popular vote. But yeah. Have you seen John Carpenter's The Thing? Yes, I did. Or I have, I should say. U.S. should annex Canada. I wouldn't. I would not annex that country. No. No way. I said except former UK colonies. The United Kingdom has the same system. Oh my gosh. No country. Italy. Yeah, they have I think it's, Italy doesn't, I don't think. It's not a direct popular vote, I don't believe. Let's just keep going. Russia kind of. Again, it's a runoff system that's completely separate. And plus, if there was a popular vote election system in America, it would be completely different. There would be completely different strategies. Trump would have barnstormed Orange County, California. He would have barnstormed the suburbs of Chicago, New York City. He doesn't have to focus on those states when we use an electoral college system. UK is a monarchy, lol. The government is a fake democracy. Well, I know. I'm just saying that they use the parliamentary system. Russia's not a develop. Okay. Yeah, I mean, not a developed country because Putin's a dictator. That's the dumbest thing I've heard all day. Godsmack Error 69 for 5. Please tell me the title of this video is fake. I'm starting to lose hope. We can't survive another Rhino speaker. So again, Jim Jordan has basically dropped out for now. That's the way it's being put because, well, yeah, he is supporting McHenry as a temporary speaker, but it's looking like it's backfiring on the GOP establishment because apparently a bunch of people are saying no. If UK was an absolute monarchy, that would be based, yeah. Sweden is also a monarchy. I'm just saying as an example for elections. Not a single Western country uses a true democratic system, yeah. By that same logic, North Korea developed... You're comparing North Korea to Russia as a developed country. Unbelievable. Let's see here. Unless it's a 4D chess move. There was talks that they're doing this to potentially, you know, show, hey, this McHenry stuff, you're not going to do it. It's not going to work. And by the way, oh, we have breaking news on that, by the way. Right here. Congressman Pat Fallon, estimates that 2/3 of House Republicans will oppose the Speaker pro tempore resolution. 2/3! That means they need 2/3 of Democrats to support this. What the hell is Don Bacon doing? What is this logic of some of these people? Ah, yes, we are going to force through a vote for the Speaker pro tempore when 2/3 of the House is saying, hell no. I mean, this is like absolutely ridiculous. And 212 Democrats would vote for. I don't know about that, but it's like, if 2/3 of the conference says no and these assholes push it forward, the party's dead at that point. Because majority of the majority, everybody. That's the rule, and if they do that, well, Bacon would rather have a Democrat as speaker than Jordan. He even admitted that. It's over. Jordan folded, it's over. Well, not necessarily, but... Might as well make Jeffrey speaker. I wouldn't say that. But why the hell would you... I don't know. It's over for everyone. Yeah, this was a big fat blunder, I think. But why? Why are they pushing this through when they know they have no shot? We will never have a speaker again. We must abolish the House. Or, hear me out, adopt an election system similar to Poland for their... what's their house, the lower chamber called? Sejm, I think it is? Where it's like if you... It kind of like Poland's, but it's like if you get 5% in, say, California, you should get some representative or something. Kind of proportional, but a little bit different, you know? It's like based on each state. Then you could have a third party from like a conservative party that could actually screw these assholes over, you know? The Sejm, yeah. How do you say it? I mean, you need some kind of system like that, I think. I've always been a supporter of that. Expand the House. The Wendy's have just announced their new burger on the menu, the Don Baconator. Talk about bacon has made me hungry for food. We should vote for the speakership, not these rhinos. Yeah. Well, I wouldn't say that, but it's something to a point where why? Let's see here. Get rid of all the goddamn rhinos in the House and the Senate for yeah. But you're not. A lot of these people are so entrenched, it's gonna be impossible to take them out, and that's real. Multi-member district would be a good idea. Republicans have a horrible political geography. Excuse me. I'm just having a hard time reading some stuff today. Yeah, that is true, but I do support some kind of system like Poland a little bit. Real Polish American, yeah. Don Bacon blocked me on Twitter, blacklisted my phone. Screw him. Yeah, he's done that to a lot of people because they're calling him out for his bullshit and saying, oh, I don't want to be bullied. I don't get it. Let's see. Make a video on the North Carolina maps. I was possibly going to, but our population double that of Sweden plus our... hold on. What are you talking about? I see the Republicans doing better in the Senate seats than the House in the future for some reason. Well, yeah. I think it is much easier in the Senate. Polish system is literally rigged to bet. What the hell are you talking about? The left just got a majority. You were just going on about how they got a majority. But it's rigged against them? What? You're just, I don't know. Mandatory ID. Don Bacon's a John McCain of reps. Is he sick? I think he's just an idiot. You know? Let's see. House too small. Yeah, I do think we ought to uncap the House. Where it's like, okay, you know, it should be much more than 435, in my opinion, you know? It'd be like double. Because you need more I think just the problem is, you only got 435. That's not changed since, like, what? What is the last time they expanded the House? Like, 70 years? You know, that's a big problem, I think. There is a problem where it's like, you know, instead of representing like 100,000 people, you're representing 500,000. In the Senate, we could flip 3 seats from safe red seats. Yeah. So the Republicans can get the House. It's not, or a Senate that's not that difficult. Spend Sports Network for 2. Are we getting a Democrat speaker now? Yeah. Or no. I misread that. I was like, yeah, no. The Wyoming rule would be a good idea. Yeah. Something similar, but I would just say make it where it's like each district's around 300,000 representatives or, you know, something. That would give a lot more representatives to Democrats in New York and California. Well, I think somebody did the math and it would, like, balance out. And if you have some kind of proportional system, it could work. People should stop voting in this point. Yeah. I mean, the fact that we're in this situation is unbelievable. Why aren't states able to have local monarchies? I wonder why. That sounds like a totally good idea. That's not going to backfire whatsoever. Trump for speaker now, and this is serious. Yeah, you know, I'm going to get a lot of shit for this, and I think even Tyrone mentioned this yesterday. But it is a really good point. That, you know, who else could unite the Republican Party? I mean, who? Maybe Zeldin? Trump, he would, you know, vote against him, and good luck with that one. That won't end too pretty, I don't think. But, I mean, I'm just starting to think. I mean, Zeldin, maybe? I don't think he get the votes either. Kevin Hearn, I don't think gets it either. Trump's the only one that I can see realistically, compared to other people, he could theoretically get the votes. And even if he doesn't get the speakership, it exposes who needs to go. Like, at least vote present. Rap, do you think we need more parties? Yes. We should. We absolutely need more parties. James Madison proposed one representative for every 10,000 people. That's a bit excessive. Back then it made sense, but not now. Because now it's much easier to travel. Like, back then, yeah, it's like, you can't travel anywhere, but, yeah. Lee Zeldin would be great. Yeah. But I don't think he gets the votes. Is McHenry this temporary speaker, or is he has to get the votes for that to happen? He has to get the vote for the motion. And it's sounding like, based on everything we're seeing, it's backfiring horribly. I mean... Bro. I mean, look at this. Oh my god. Per source in the room, McCarthy screamed at Matt Gaetz to sit down when he went to the mics, with the source saying Representative Bose almost lunging at him. What the hell is happening? What is this? Look. I mean, why are people going to support Republicans next year? Why? If this crap is happening where you're lunging at each other, I'm glad they're bringing back fights to the House, but come on. Do it out in public at least. Come on, make it pay-per-view. That alone would pay off the national debt if you made these pay-per-view. Godsmack AR69 for 5. We have to do something about that bacon wrap turd in Nebraska. At this point, his face even pissing me off, yeah. But look at this. We want a fist fight. Matt Gaetz to W, yeah. I absolutely love it that we're getting... I'm hoping we do get some canings. I want to see some action. Again, battle royale for the speakership. Donald would probably win, but the last one standing is the Speaker of the House. All right? 435 just pile on. They should just 1v1 on Rust, yeah. Apparently no Republican can unite the conference now, yeah. Matt Gaetz versus Mike Bose, Hell in a Cell match, yeah. Is Don Baker going to lose his seat next year? You know, I don't... If we need a majority, I hope not. But if we don't, screw him. Hope he does. I would pay my entire life savings to see an all-out brawl in the House. Yeah, I think everybody would. It would just be a shit show. Downs versus Jeffrey's cage match. Yeah, Donald would win easy. The dude's like 6'8", isn't he? Yeah, I don't think he's going to lose that one. Okay, this is interesting. Look at this. McCarthy advocated for empowering McHenry while Jordan staying on as speaker designee, per 2 sources. Okay, that's interesting. Is this the plan where it's like, okay, we'll give you asshats McHenry for a little bit. We're still going to stick with Jordan, possibly. Okay. You know, I could, if it's only for a week or 2, I could possibly get behind that. Why not Donald's for speaker? Because he's I think he's just too inexperienced right now. Whoever can pull the fire alarm the fastest will be speaker. Oh. Easy, it's gonna be Bowman. You remember he can't see what the word fire on it. He doesn't know what that means. Donald's a 6'2". I thought he was much bigger than that. What am I thinking then? Look, this is also till January. I'm gonna laugh my ass off if they don't got the votes. Well, this is, Jordan's a trans speaker now. Woke, what? But yeah, so I don't know what's gonna happen, everybody. I mean, there is a possibility that this vote fails miserably and we don't have a speaker ever. We need representatives that duel each other with flintlocks. I would just say, you know, use canes. You think of Rosendale, he's like 7. Oh, yeah, okay. Rosendale, all right. Probably his weight you're talking. No, I thought there's some big, like... okay, yeah, Donald's is big, I know that, but I thought he was much taller than that. I think of Rosendale, okay. Ah, man. You know, this is why we can't have nice things. I mean, we're not going to get Jordan for a while. We may not even get a speaker. Don Bacon's working with Democrats. There's fist fights starting to happen. We need it. You know what? I'm okay with no speaker. No speaker is better than a bad speaker. Yeah. WWE cage match for deciding the speaker. Take the GN40 approach on reporters. Yeah. I saw a new poll of Trump, Biden, tie. I mean, I'm just going to laugh my ass off if Trump has to carry these idiots. He's going to have to, isn't he? Don Bacon may hold on because he appeased the Democrats in Omaha. I would laugh if it doesn't. He just loses. Jim Jordan isn't far right. Yeah, he isn't. He's good on the issues, but he's not far right. Oh, God. We got breaking news, everybody. This just in. Matt Gaetz and Laura Boebert are against empowering McHenry. Jared Golden is now for empowering McHenry. No! God damn it. We're going to have a fight. I have a feeling, everybody. 2/3 of the Republican conference are going to vote against it. Come on. Do it, you cowards. Put this to a House floor and make Democrats vote for it. Want to lose your House majority? Do that. Jordan should have to wrestle whoever the GOP nominates to wrestle him. I agree with that. Yeah, I don't think that would be good, though. Because, yeah, doesn't Jordan still have a bunch of records in Wisconsin? Wrestling? I thought so. Democrats flipping on Jeffries. Come on. Put it to a House vote. Make the Democrats support it. You're not having a nerd emoji, a speaker. Come on. McHenry's a Democrat supporting him. It's a relatively moderate one, but it still isn't a good sign, yeah. It's Jared Golden, so. Jordan's a wrestler, so he would win. Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. The only reason we'll hold the House is because of Trump. I'm going to laugh my ass off if that happens. They call Trump unelectable and he, like, carries everybody over the hump. Jordan's a 4-time state champ. He is, I thought. He was a really good wrestler, I believe. Can John James still redeem himself? To be determined. But yeah, this is a great sign so far. It's a great sign for everybody. Do it. Yeah, come on. We want fist fights. Force the Democrats to vote for McHenry. Do it. By the way, can people stop saying Trump lost to so many House seats? Look at the maps in Pennsylvania and Virginia. Used to have red spaghetti. Remember, Republicans overperformed in 2018 or 2020 to the House when Trump was on the ticket. All right, so I don't think much more news is happening outside of like fist fights in the House, you know, just some generic stuff. But I think overall this is a successful day, everybody. Patrick McHenry's worse than... No, I wouldn't say that. Trump should just appear on nowhere. Yeah, Trump should just, like, appear as the final boss or, like, Undertaker. Just, they open, like, a coffin or something, he's just there. Alright, I think I'm probably gonna end the stream here. This is just a mess. If Republicans don't win the Senate next year, then they're going to be the most incompetent party in history. They already are. They make the Whigs look safe and competent. I would pay money to see... What? Who do you have winning tonight, Saints or Jags? Jaguars have momentum. I'm going to go with them. Imagine an actual full-scale brawl happens in Congress. Come on! Settle like men. Go to the House floor. Fight. We want pay-per-view. Pay off our national debt with that. Breaking Jamal Bowman votes for McHenry. But anyways, folks, if you got any more super chats, any more questions, concerns, whatever, send them now or forever go in peace. Because this is a mess. Absolute fucking shit show. The collapse of the GOP before our eyes. Well, that's what they get for sabotaging certain people like Joe Kent. Here comes the Whigs comeback. Yeah, I mean, this is just pathetic. I mean, we should be thanking the Lord that Trump is on the Republican side. We would be absolutely screwed if it was for Donald Trump. I will have a second video today. I don't know what it's going to be about. Hopefully there's a fist fight by the end of the day. So... Jim Jordan is still a good congressman. Yeah, he is. Joe Kent would have voted president. He would have at least, would have been an extra vote. Not this crap like, oh, I'm going to vote for against Jordan because I feel like it. Don Bacon for reverse bear trap. I think we're so screwed anyways. Trump can only do so much. If we get the House because of Trump, there should be, not a thing to say. But anyways, folks, thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy this video, smash the like button down below, subscribe, share with your friends, hit that little bell, follow the social media accounts in the description down below, and of course, join the channel today. Thank you so much. Godspeed.